Tasha Posse.
Added charge.
We're on page 3. Hi, Miss Posse. You were arrested for grand theft. It's from July 15th of 2025. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. She and her friends stole over $2,700 of merchandise, 61 units. You are ordered to stay away from the Burlington store at 850 Ives Dairy Road in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. Your bond is $2,500.
Just give me one moment to look something up real fast. I'm sorry, what was the bond?
$2,500. Oh, we have after that Miss Chloe Castellanos is back. Miss Corey?
Judge, she's been in custody here since July 2nd.
But this is just added on the arrest date is yesterday.
Well, I think the date is
It happened July 15th.
so how it happened July
I got you.
15th that she's been here unless she has
I understand.
teleporting abilities.
I mean,
No bond. Since during my visit, they witnessed following the theft crime committed July 15th via closed circuit TV. So that would be a physical impossibility for Miss.
It would be.
In a store when she's here in custody, Judge.
I think that's when they went and saw the video, but you're right, they made a mistake. You want to
read the complaint date form? Let me see that. That's the date. John wants to pass it. I don't know. Judge, you want to reset it for PCH?
Yeah, reset for PCH.
And corrections, can you confirm that the defendant was on house arrest, that she's been in custody? The date she was placed in custody?
According to the card, she's been in custody since July 2nd.
And she was never on house arrest, she was in jail?
According to the card, no.
Okay, I'll check it out, Judge.
Okay. So reset in the afternoon?
Sure.
All right. Next we have Chloe Castellanos.
Added charge.
Good morning, ma'am. You have another case where you're charged with grand theft, organized scheme to defraud, scheme to conspiracy for scheme to defraud a financial institution, 2 counts of fraudulent use of personal identification, unlawful use of a communications device. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So this is from May 15th, and she did an unauthorized transfer of funds from the victim's HELOC account. And then she made 2 withdrawals, so that's what's going on here. That's from, what bank is that? Anyway, I'll set a bond as follows. Count 1 grand theft is $2,500. Count 2 organized scheme to defraud is $2,500. Count 3, it's not conspiracy, it's probable cause for defrauding a financial institution. Count 3, I'll set it at $1,000. Count 4. Count 4 and 5, fraudulent use of personal identification. I'll set count 4 at $2,500, count 5 is $2,500, and count 6, unlawful use of a communications device is $2,500, and that's plus the Nevia requirement. Have a nice day. Next, we have Alice Johnson. Page 4.
She's on felony bond.
Hold for F25 10907. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from Darren Thompson, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay-away order, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, so, thank you. Your bond is $5,000. You do have a hold to see the judge on Monday for case F-25-10907 since you're out on felony bond. So you may want to wait until Monday to post the bond, see if the judge will permit it. Have a good day. Next, we have Louisa Perkach on page 5. When I'm done with the ladies, I'll call your case, Mr. Bond. Corrections, after the ladies, I'm going to call up Jason Engel on page 8. Oh, am I done with the ladies? I don't know. Let me, yes, good. You're next. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for a case, you were arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant, charging you with armed occupied burglary with a battery.
Bien, señor, usted fue arrestado con orden de captura, acusándolo de allanamiento a mano armada junto con lesiones personales, agresión corporal.
Also armed kidnapping,
También secuestro a mano armada,
4 counts of armed kidnapping,
4 acusaciones de secuestro a mano armada
and 3 counts of armed robbery.
y 3 acusaciones de robo a mano armada.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Así que le designo a la Defensoría Pública para que lo represente.
This also you have an immigration hold.
También tiene usted un auto de detención por parte de inmigración.
All right, this is a case from March 13th of 2025 where it is alleged you committed an armed home invasion robbery.
Bien, este es un caso que data del 13 de marzo del 2025 y se alega que usted cometió en ese entonces un asalto domiciliario.
So public defender's office is appointed for you. Anything you wish to say, Miss Horry?
Así que se le nombra a la Defensoría Pública para que lo represente.
No, Judge, not at this time.
I'm finding, thank you. I'm finding probable cause for the charges and you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims.
Estoy encontrando motivo fundado para los cargos y se le ordena que se mantenga alejado de las presuntas víctimas.
That is York Valdez and Yorel Miss Sanchez.
York Valdez y Yorel Miss Sánchez.
No contact with the alleged victims either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Prohibido el contacto directo e indirecto en persona por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceras personas.
No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means.
Prohibido el contacto a través de redes sociales o cualquier otro dispositivo electrónico con las presuntas víctimas.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times.
Y usted debe mantenerse a un mínimo de 500 pies de distancia de las víctimas, de su residencia, centro de estudios y de trabajo y en todo momento.
Do you understand the stay-away order, sir?
Entiende las condiciones del auto de alejamiento, señor. No lo escucho.
Sí, señoría.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so he has 9 counts in total. Count 9 is actually conspiracy to commit armed burglary, which is the only case which I think he's entitled to a bond.
Bien, él tiene 9 acusaciones en total. La acusación número 9 es conspiración para cometer el allanamiento a mano armada, que creo que es la única acusación que tiene derecho a fianza.
So counts 1 through 8, the armed burglary, the armed kidnapping, the armed robbery charges. I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bond on each of those counts.
Bien, en los cargos del 1 al 8, el robo a mano armada, el secuestro a mano armada, el allanamiento a mano armada. Voy a concederle a la Fiscalía el pedimento de prisión preventiva y lo voy a detener en la cárcel sin derecho a fianza.
And then count 9, the conspiracy to commit the armed burglary will be $7,500.
Y luego la acusación número 9, la conspiración para cometer el allanamiento a mano armada. I'm sorry, Your Honor, did you say $7,500?
$7,500, yes.
Thank you very much. $7,500 de fianza.
So you'll see a judge on Monday. That judge will set a final hearing of the state's motion for pretrial detention.
Bien, usted verá a un juez el día lunes. Ese juez va a fijar una audiencia definitiva sobre el pedimento de la Fiscalía de prisión preventiva.
Have a nice day.
Bien, que tenga usted un buen día.
All right, next I have Jason Engels.
Good morning, Dallas Boston.
That hearing had a little bit of everything. Judge Mindy Glazer presided over a busy first appearance docket, and the cases ranged from low-level retail theft to serious violent felonies, each handled with her characteristic mix of firmness, clarity, and efficiency. Opened with Tasha Posse, charged with grand theft, after she and friends allegedly stole 61 items valued at over $2,700 from a Burlington store. Judge Glazer appointed the public defender, found probable cause, issued a stay-away order from the store, and set a modest $25 bond, a procedural reminder that not every grand theft case is treated the same in bond court. Things grew more complicated with Chloe Castellanos. She had been in custody since July 2nd, but prosecutors presented surveillance evidence dated July 15th, linking her to another theft, which Judge Glazer immediately flagged as impossible if she'd been jailed the whole time. With a bit of dry candor, the judge told counsel to reset the case and confirm custody dates, making sure the record was corrected before moving forward. Castellanos also faced a separate financial fraud case involving unauthorized fund transfers and multiple counts, with bonds stacking into the thousands. Judge Glazer patiently went through each count: grand theft, organized scheme to defraud, fraudulent use of ID, unlawful use of a communications device, assigning bond amounts while ensuring the defendant understood the charges. Alice Johnson followed, arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Here, Judge Glazer slowed down, reading the stay-away and no-contact orders in full detail. No phone calls, no texts, no social media, no indirect contact. She also ordered Johnson to immediately surrender firearms and permits, stressing that a one-time police escort would be the only exception for retrieving personal items. Bond was set at $5,000, with a reminder to hold off posting until a Monday review on a separate felony bond matter. The docket concluded with a Spanish interpreter assisting in the case of Luisa Percas, charged with armed burglary, armed kidnapping, and armed robbery tied to a March home invasion. Judge Glazer imposed no bond on the major counts, citing the prosecution's motion for pretrial detention, but allowed bond of $7,500 on a single conspiracy count. She issued detailed stay-away orders from the named victims and set the matter for a Monday detention hearing. The atmosphere throughout was brisk but careful. Judge Glazer showed efficiency in handling routine theft cases, patience in correcting errors like Castellanos' custody conflict, and firmness in cases involving weapons or violence. Defendants varied from quiet and cooperative to visibly anxious, but each left with a clear explanation of conditions. It was a reminder that in first appearance court, no two cases are alike, and Judge Glazer's even hand ensures fairness without slowing the pace. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.